Hello, everybody. Rob Cootie here. We're going to be going live here in a few seconds. Please bear with us as we get ready to do this. Marie and I will be going live at approximately 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're running just a tad behind, just a few seconds. Bear with us as we straighten out some issues here.
Welcome to the MLM Solution Podcast Show, where you'll learn the facts and hear the truth about the network marketing industry. Here's your host, Rob Cootie.
Hello, Miss Marie. How are you today?
Good morning, Rob. I am doing well. How about yourself?
Doing very well. Doing very well. Thank you very much. Getting better each and every day. The last day and a half, I get well the last 24 hours, I guess is the best way to put it. My arm feels like it's part of my body, and I'm excited about that.
I bet.
Yes, I am.
Wait till you get back full use again.
Yes. It has felt like an albatross. Isn't that correct? Am I saying that correct? And I'm sure I am.
Albatross, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's what it feels like a foreign or alien entity attached to my body is another way of putting it. It has been bizarre. If anybody's had a broken humerus bone, you totally get it. So that's all I'll say.
A broken humerus bone is not funny.
No, it's not humorous at all. So anyway, the point is, it's been a good day, and like I said before, I'm taking showers by myself and doing other things which I will not highlight by myself. So it's really good. And every once in a while, I'll still if it hangs in the weight of the arm, it's swollen. It's still swollen. I can't lift it up where you can see it, but it's like twice the size of that. And the sheer weight of it pulls on the shoulder and in the elbow causes real pain, and to the point where I almost have to take a pain pill. But what I do now is I've got it propped up on the arm of my chair, and which takes the pressure off of it. So that's freaking awesome. But I am doing this, and I am straightening out my arm so that it doesn't lock up on me. Anybody knows that. You got to keep those muscles and tendons stretched out. If you don't, they shrink up like a rubber band, and then boy, it's painful.
Yeah.
Painful. Anyway, enough of that. Miss Marie, it's a great day. Today is Thursday, October 29th. Can you believe it?
Oh,
I know it.
Where has the time gone? The month is almost gone.
It seems like you and I were just talking about October 1st. We're like, oh my gosh, it's October. I mean, it literally seems like it was last week when we said that.
Mm-hmm.
I just, well, I'll just say that 24 hours is not 24 hours anymore. It's 12 hours. I mean, somehow, some way, time has condensed.
Well, have you heard the saying that life is like a roll of toilet paper? The closer you get to the end, the faster it goes.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. And that's a humbling thought. I'm only 62, but yet I'm 62. There's no beating around the bush. 62 is what it is. And you're right. The end of the toilet paper is in sight. And it's a humbling thought. Anyone that's in that category certainly can understand that. But I will say I'm blessed by the good Lord, because I have so many friends that passed away in their 50s. And it's amazing once you get past 50, if you haven't taken care of yourself, it's amazing how quickly your friends start dropping off from diabetes, from heart attacks, from clogged arteries and aneurysms. I mean, just all kinds of health, just out of the, cancer, just bam, 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 one over the other. And some that passed away in their sleep. I never did hear what the cause was. I don't know what causes that, but that's a peaceful way to go. But the point is, my gosh, I'm grateful each and every day. And even at 62, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah. Well, that's why I always say old age is better than the alternative.
I agree with that. Way to go. I agree. All right, Miss Marie. Once again, we have a great subject for today. And for all of you listening on the podcast, it is number 69. And the subject matter for today is group volume goals. And there's a number of ways we're going to go on this. For instance, obviously, you want to set aggressive yet reachable and realistic volume goals, not only for yourself, but for your group. Okay, your organization is the same. Group and organization is one and the same. So I know that we haven't clarified that in the past, and I apologize for that, but so that you know where Miss Marie and I are coming from, when we're talking about group volume, we're talking about everybody that's in our group, frontline and in depth, and now organization is the exact same thing. And so is business. If we say your business, all of those terms, all three of them are identifying the same thing, your big circle of people. So with that being said, group volume goals, you think, oh, you talk about group volume, Miss Marie, first thing comes to mind to most people is we focus in on ourselves and we think about our group volume that we create by building our business. Mm-hmm. But there's group volume that's within your group, okay? Meaning that you, remember, identify and work with leaders, and what do? Your goal, you get paid on the volume created. Your goal is to what? To teach and to make sure your people understand the importance of the threshold of profitability, the enormous impact it can have. That translates into you helping them build what? Big businesses that generate what? Large, huge volume. Okay.
Rob, do we need to step back for a moment here and talk about specifically what we mean by volume as well?
Yes, absolutely. Because the threshold of profitability is forever tied. If you talk about volume, you're talking about the threshold of profitability, because anything below that number, which is 100, is going to be basically useless. And that doesn't mean that the person, like if Miss Marie is doing 30 PV a month, it doesn't mean that her 30 PV doesn't count. What it means is that there's a profitability level if you're going to build a large business that you must use, which is 100 PV. So yes, Miss Marie. All right, guys, let's every product that a network marketing company has volume attached to it. Lipstick may have 5 PV. It may have 10 PV. We don't know. Each company assigns, you may pay $12.95 for that lipstick, and it may be, I don't know anything about the ingredients, but I like anything else, I know there's really high quality makeup out there. I hear women bragging about it all the time. And of course, there's medium grade and low grade. So the point is if you're paying $12.95 in a network marketing business, then the PV could be 10 PV product volume, because PV also stands for personal volume, and PV does identify product volume as well. So the bottom line is that the company determines if the lipstick is $6, it may be 5 PV. If it's $12.95, it may be 10 PV. I only show you that example, those two examples, to clarify the point. Now, each and every product from that point on, whether it's blush, eyeliner, whatever, all of it is going to have different points attached to it. And your goal is to get your leaders to understand the importance of 100 PV that they do themselves on a monthly basis, auto ship. Remember, we had an episode, Miss Marie, talking about the back end, the importance of the back end. People rarely use that term. Most people have no clue what that means, because look, your success and your profitability is all on the back end. And you say, well, what do you mean? That means auto ship. The more people you have on auto ship, the better off you are. The more profitable you're going to be, the larger the business you're going to have. Okay, because here's the thing. Miss Marie might be a customer of mine, but she may buy this month, but not buy next month, because she doesn't go through a complete thing of toothpaste or lipstick or blush in a month. It may take her 6 to 7 weeks to go through it. Okay, so she may not be on auto ship. She'll order when she wants to. Okay, or some companies offer modified auto ship programs. In other words, she says, hey, every 6, 7 weeks, send me. Okay, so it won't count every month. Okay, so the thing is, you want people to utilize auto ship on every month. The only one that counts on the back end is monthly auto ship, period. I can't count Miss Marie because she's not on an auto ship. She's a part of my business. She's generating income, volume, which is awesome, and I'm getting paid in that, but it doesn't fall in every cycle, every monthly cycle. So as a business owner, I don't count her. Okay, what am I focusing in on? People that are on monthly 100 PV per month auto ship, period. Okay, that gives me a clear indication of where my business is and where it's going. Okay, so that's a kind of an inside, a little golden nugget, if you will, on how to monitor your business, because it's not the total number of auto ships. Anyway, look, it's all about the auto ship, period. And I'm talking about the monthly people. Always keep that in mind when I say auto ship. So the thing is, I can look at my business and I can see where my business is going, what my profitability is going to be based on the number of people doing 100 PV or more and the number that are on auto ship. Miss Marie, there are cases where people are doing 100 PV per month, but they're not on auto ship. Once again, you can't count those. Okay.
Exactly. I think the focus here is that for a consistent base for your business to tell really where you are in the growth track that you're on, we're looking at the people on monthly auto ships with at least 100 volume attached to them, knowing that there are going to be other people, both business builders and customers, who are doing volume as well, but you can't guarantee the consistency. So it's almost like you've got that bottom line baseline that you're working with that you know is solid, and then you've got some gravy on top. You're going to have some additional volume every month that you're not necessarily planning on, which is what you want. You want to be conservative so you know what you have to work with and you have extra, rather than planning for a number and then falling short.
There you go. Very well. Thank you for summarizing that. And also, just a little side note on that, what happens is that when you are identifying and working with your leaders, Ms. Marie, in phase 2, guess what? That tells you whether you need to do under phase 3, 90-day mini blast. Because when you look at your business, based on what you just said, you look at the number of people that are doing 100 PV on an auto ship, a monthly auto ship. And if you say, well, I've got more people that are not on auto ship than I do on auto ship, then you know that you're going to have to do what? Another 90-day mini blast. Why? Because you got to find more leaders that will step up and do that 100 PV per month and the auto ship at the same time, the monthly auto ship. Now, we tell you that as an intro into this subject matter because it's imperative you understand how the group volume is created and the importance of identifying people that make up that group volume. Customers cannot be counted. They can be gone tomorrow. Okay, you cannot count those. She said it perfectly. It's gravy. You're looking for the meat and potatoes, which is the leaders that are doing the threshold of profitability, and they're on auto ship, monthly auto ship, period. Okay. And those are the people that really identify where your business is and where it needs to go, and will tell you, it'll lay out a roadmap, and you read that roadmap and you say, hey, I got things happening here, or hey, I've got to step up and do another 90-day mini blast because I don't have enough people to sustain the lifestyle and income I have. Okay, there again, we've had episodes on that. We don't get into a lot of detail. That's for advanced training. You're not there yet, but we tell you these things so that you understand that we know how to help you when you get to that point. So, Ms. Marie, did we set that up properly? Did we cover everything? Because that's really, the product creates the volume. You got to have people buying product. The product has to work. It has to be safe. People have to want it. Okay. And that helps create and maintain, which is the key word here, maintain that auto ship. People love the product so much that they are going to buy it, whether they continue to build the business or not. Okay. So the bottom line is, guys, you have to realize that the more products that your company offers, the better chance you have of creating that 100 PV per month and retaining customers and business builders. Okay. Those are things you cannot control. You can by picking the right company But once you make that decision, the company's product line is beyond your control. You are stuck where you are. In other words, if you have a one product company, you're going to be in trouble because, look, people are going to get tired of drinking that juice. People are going to get tired of putting that lipstick all the time, especially the men. The bottom line is that you have to have a company that has a wide range of products that allows your people to pick and choose. Some of them, to make up their 100 PV, may love the dog food, the cat litter. They may love the juices or the nutritional shakes. In other words, they say, oh, these look good. These nutritional bars. Oh, I love those. Those are awesome. They're better than anything we've ever gotten before. Oh, this shake, this strawberry, I love it. I can add it to milk or water, whatever, and it's awesome, And those are the things that you want people to be excited about. It may be boring to you, but you got to realize that this is a huge component to you establishing that 100 PV per month, monthly auto ship in your downline. Okay. Whether you like the products or not, believe me, there were a lot of products that I was with a company that I did not like and I did not endorse. I am not going to endorse something I don't like. It doesn't mean that it didn't work, either the taste or it didn't do anything for me. I wasn't going to knock it because guess what? Some of my downline loved it. It's their business. They determine what they like or don't like. And if they ask me about it, I say, yeah, I tried it, but you know what? I moved on to this. I don't say, no, I tried it and I liked it. No, I said, you know what? I tried it and I thought I would try this over here and I did, and I liked it better. Okay, I'm going to be positive. I'm going to be uplifting about the products because why? I don't know what they're ordering. They may love what I didn't like. Okay. So the bottom line is I kept my mouth shut, but here's the thing. The whole point of this subject that I'm talking about is that I was with companies that had a wide range of products that allowed them to find the products they liked, and they enjoyed getting those products every month. They looked forward to, literally, Miss Marie, they looked forward to getting their product delivered to their door. Okay.
Well, and I was going to say another key aspect to it is that it's a consumable product that they're going to be on auto ship and renew every month. If you're dealing with a company and you're purchasing a jar of car wax, that's maybe a one-time purchase for most people, because I don't know too many people that are out waxing their car every weekend anymore, right? If you do it once or twice during the summer, you're doing great. So, you want those consumable products that people are going through each month as well, because that is what builds your volume. Yes.
Well, I'll tell you some of the most powerful products that you can have your downline on. And this is all part of, we're going to get to the group volume here in a minute. But this is all part of the setup here. We want to make sure you guys understand the most powerful products that you can have in a network marketing company, believe it or not: deodorant, toothpaste, makeup, nutritional items, and juices. Okay. And you're like, what? Toothpaste doesn't generate a lot of volume on its own. But here's the thing. People brush their teeth, most people, almost every day. Women use lipstick. They use eyeliner. If they have a job, most of them want to look nice when they go to work. They're going to use that all the time. Deodorant. People are going to use that hopefully every day. Okay. So the bottom line is things like even toilet paper. Amway and some of the other companies had told you would think, well, that's boring. That's not. People use it all the freaking time. I'll take those every day of the week. If you don't want them, send them my way. I'll take them. Okay. Even if they're customers, you know what that means? I know the people that are using toothpaste, deodorant, and toilet paper are going to be using that on a daily basis, more times than not. I'll take those every day of the week because it means that by the end of the month, they're going to be what? Ordering more. It may not be 100 PV, but guess what? It's regular volume. So I'll take those every day of the week. Okay. Now those are the baselines, and you can add the juices and the nutritional stuff on top of it, where those typically, Miss Marie, have more volume attached to them, and it's easy to get over 100 PV very quickly with that stuff. So guys, keep that in mind as we move forward in this discussion. Okay, so we got that established. Here's the thing. Group volume goals. I'm going to say something right off the bat that's going to throw you for a loop a little bit, but I'm sure that you guys are smart. You'll get this. Here's the thing. Don't worry about your own group volume. Totally ignore it. What are you talking about, Rob? Look, we tell you in phase 2 of the business building process to what? Find, identify, and work with your leaders. You always want your leaders to be bigger than you, meaning that you help them build the biggest business they can build. If you got somebody on a roll, you do not want to, number one, interfere with it by constantly harassing them and saying, do you need help? Do you need help? Do you need help? We talked about that in past episodes. You set up a 1 or 2 day, 1 or 2 contact follow-up during the week, whatever they want. As we said before, if Miss Marie's rocking it, she says, Rob, just get with me every Friday, 5 p.m. That's what I do, period. Okay, so enough of that. So the bottom line is Miss Marie's rocking it, okay? And I just touch base with her every Friday, 5 p.m. Hey, is everything going all right? You got any questions? Need help? No, I'm doing good. Leave me alone. I'm good. Okay, don't ever contact me again, or hey, just get with me next Friday, or hey, every second Friday, whatever. Okay, she's going to email me back, text me back, and let me know what I need to do. And as a leader, that's what I'll do. But guess what? If I log into my back office and I see a potential problem or I see this, I'm going to contact her, even if it's not a Friday, and say, hey, I see a potential problem. I looked at the back office, saw this. Are you aware of this? The reason I say that is because it's tied to what? Her group volume. I don't want her group volume to drop off. So what I'm going to do, even though it's not a Friday, I'm going to let her know. I'm not following up with her. I'm saying, hey, I see a potential issue. I know that you don't have a lot of experience in reading these back offices. I just want to let you know this is what I see. We might need to talk before Friday. Okay, she's appreciative of that. Okay, because I tell her it's directly going to affect your group volume, and that you're on such a roll, we don't want that to happen. And she was like, what is he talking about? Yeah, we need to talk. Okay, she's totally up for that. Okay, so I want to make that clear. But here's the thing. I want her to pass me by. Why, Rob? Why would you want that? Number one, I want her to achieve whatever it is she wants to achieve. That's the beauty of capitalism. That's the beauty of our economic system. That's the beauty of dreams. That's the beauty of her working hard, is that there's no limitation on what she can do with this business model. That's freaking awesome. If I'm with the right comp plan, I'm going to benefit from her growth this way, that way. Okay. And that's what I want. That's the beauty of the network marketing business model. Help her be as big as she wants to be. Okay. And the thing is that, believe it or not, once again, in certain comp plans, you're going to make a lot of money. You're going to make as much as her? No. Okay. Because every comp plan, legitimate comp plan, is going to say, Rob, you've got to have 15 leaders, and each one of those leaders got to be doing, let's say, 5,000 group volume per month. Okay, in order for you to capture 40% of Marie's income, okay, on a monthly basis. If I don't have those 15 leaders, I only have 10, I may only get 25% of her income instead of 40. Okay, so the comp plans can be kind of complicated that way. It's awesome because it's extra bonus money, really, isn't it, Marie? Mm-hmm. So you want that, right?
Oh, absolutely. Well, and it's the beauty of the design here. You don't find this in any other business structure that I can think of off of the top of my head, where the people that have come in after you, that you have brought in, that you've trained and you've shown how to duplicate through your system that you have, that you want them to be making more money than you. You want them to surpass you because you actually benefit from that. And here's the other reason you want them to continue gaining in income and surpassing you, is that is going to keep them engaged. It's going to keep them motivated. It's going to keep them building their business even beyond where they are now, rather than just hitting that plateau, or worse yet, getting discouraged because things aren't growing the way they had hoped and then dropping off.
Right. Exactly. And you know what, guys, if you're a true leader, if you totally understand and embrace this business model, when you log into your back office and you see Marie skyrocketing, you'll be jumping up and down. You will be jumping up and down. But you'll only be jumping up and down because there again, you got to understand how to read the business when you go and log into your back office. And you got to understand the comp plan, because once again, if Rob logs in to his back office and I see Marie skyrocketing, and I look at the comp plan and it says, hey, you can capture 40% of her income, but you got to have 15 leaders in your downline doing 5,000 group volume per month. And that's easy to do. You guys say, oh my gosh, that's unbelievable. I have a hard enough time getting 1,000. believe me, it can be done if you remember the quick start program, Miss Marie, that we have. It teaches you to get that first check, teaches you how to use 5 people to get your first check. Okay. And all you do, you just duplicate that 5 people process over and over. It's easy. It's simple. Okay. But we're not going to get into that. The point is that we make it sound easy on this program. We know that. The only thing that's required is hard work and dedication. That's it. Right, Miss Marie? That's it, guys.
It's the sorting process. It's finding the leaders who are going to engage and create the volume that we're talking about today.
Right. And if you follow our system, I'm telling you, you just do one thing and one step, the second step, use the scale of ambition to find high quality people. It's a sifting process, blah, 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 sign them up. Your chances of achieving success is greater with those high quality people than people below the scale of ambition. And the reason I say this, and you get them started on the quick start program. Why is that important? Because it causes duplication and it empowers people that really want to do something with the system. And then you just show them how to get their first check. And guess what? They're on their way. And Miss Marie took that and she ran with it. And now when you log in your back office, Rob sees her and he's jumping up and down. He's all excited. But then Rob has to focus on his own business, not the volume. I'm not focusing on my volume. What am I doing? Every time, guys, I logged into my back office, I looked at the leaders, the 100 PV per month, the auto ship, and the leaders. That's all I look for. And how do you know they're leaders? If they're having not only continual volume growth, but pin rank advancement, meaning that they're teaching the people good and the people are following their direction and their lead. Okay. If there's pin rank advancement and there's volume advancement on a consistent basis, whether that's weekly, daily, or monthly, then you've got a leader, a good leader. Okay. That's what I look for. So then I see Miss Marie's rocking it. Then I look and say, well, shit, you know what? If I'm going to get 40%, I better get my butt in gear, because I don't have 15 people doing 5,000 group volume each, okay, to capture 40% of it. I'm leaving money on the table, big money, okay? So that tells me what I need to do. It's my guideline. It's my roadmap in order to maximize the opportunity of this company. And that's what I wanted when I joined from day one. That's what us professional business builders do. We let the numbers show us what we need to do, and we make adjustments as we go. Okay. And once again, you can't horsewhip the other people. The 1/3 is going to do its thing. The point is, you got to let the 7 or 8 people, Miss Marie included, be what they are at that moment. What is my responsibility? To go out and do a phase 3, which is another 90-day mini blast after I complete phase 2, which is identify and work with those leaders. Once I realize that's starting to level out the phase 2 process, I make my decision whether to go to phase 3, which is the second 90-day mini blast. Why? Because I want 40% of her income. I want that bonus money. Okay. And right now, I don't have 15 people doing 5,000 group volume per month. I may only have 7 or 8. And I can't wait on my second, third to come around. That could be months down the road, and I could leave a ton of money on the table. That means I need to get my butt in gear and take responsibility for my own success and future. Now, you say, what does that got to do with group volume? Because I let the group volume tell me that. It told me what I needed to do. I use Marie as one person out of that 7 or 8 people that are doing something really good. She's doing something great. Okay. And that her group volume caught my attention and said, let me take a look at what's going on. And then I say, oh crap, I'm going to lose a lot of money if I don't get my butt in gear. Okay. That's what group volume can do for you. You're not going to learn this information anyplace else. You notice in this discussion, I didn't look at my group volume. Why? Because I don't care. I know that if I have 7 or 8 people, and that's the core, okay, that's where my stability is going to come from. That's where my speed and urgency is going to come from. That's where my success stories I'm going to promote to my downline come from. I'm focused on those people. I don't look for the weak areas. Don't focus on the weak areas. They will destroy your business. Focus on the strong areas, and it will tell you what you need to do next, okay? So I don't look at loan volume. I don't care. I know that if I take care of those 7 or 8 people, then I'm going to be on the right track myself. Right, Miss Marie?
That is absolutely correct. And something else I want to touch on here, because folks may have heard us talk about it in previous episodes. We've talked about getting 100 people to 100 PV to generate 10,000 group volume, right? And we use that as kind of a baseline for the income that we're looking to achieve, because in researching the company you're going to join, you're looking at what financial gain you can make at about the 10,000 group volume goal, right?
Yeah.
So what we've been talking about here almost skipped a step a little bit, but it's also part of what's happening at the same time. It's just a different way of viewing it. And again, I want to remind people, when we talk about 100 people doing 100 PV, 100 personal volume, we're not saying you have to find the 100 people that are going to do the 100 PV. That's going to be throughout your organization. So you may be finding 10 people all doing 100 PV, and they're each going to find 5, 10, 15 people that are going to do the same thing and build that volume. So that's where Rob is talking about looking in that back office and seeing who has the momentum, who's building the volume that you want to help stoke that fire and have them grow even more rapidly, because that's where the bulk of your volume is going to come from. So as we're talking about this, you want to keep in mind there's multiple things happening, and it never quite works out perfectly, right? We talk about 100 people doing 100 PV in terms of your volume, and we could say, you find 10 people and they each find 10 people. Well, that's great from a theoretical standpoint and to illustrate how the business works, but in all practicality, you're going to have one person go out there and they're going to find 20 people doing 100 PV. You're going to have another person come in and build a business. They're going to be doing 100 PV, and they're only going to find 2 maybe business builders also doing 100. So it's never going to be a perfect distribution of how it works. And that's the importance of monitoring that back office to see who has the momentum.
There you go. Very well. Man, you did awesome. You're freaking awesome. You just summarized that very well, made those points very well too. So, and she did. She clarified and made it very clear in your mind what we're talking about here. And, the 10,000 group volume is a barometer. She said, when you're evaluating a company, you say, okay, if I find 100, if I develop my business where it's got 100 people doing 100 PV, what am I going to be paid? What am I going to be paid? Is it going to be worth my time? That's what she's referring to. You can scale it back, say, okay, if I create 5,000 group volume per month, what am I going to be paid? Okay. Now, the reason we don't promote that is because typically that's not enough money to warrant people to stretch themselves to realize their goals and dreams. Okay. 5,000, believe it or not, it sounds like a lot to you, but that's relatively easy to do. Okay. And people, Miss Marie, tend to stop at that level when they do, and they really don't get a clear picture, because what you want, and especially in this example, and I'm not getting off course here, what you want is people like Marie. When I log in and I look at her business, she's going well past that 10,000 group volume point. Why? Because when I shared the business with her, I showed her how to develop 100 people doing 100 PV. It would create that 10,000 group volume, and then she would be paid this. She said that is good. Why? Because she's a high quality person. I used my scale of ambition to find her. She had the traits of a high quality prospect. She joined, she got it. She's used to success. She set her goals and she went after it. And she said, Rob showed me that if I create 10,000 group volume, I would be paid this. That motivates me. Okay. 5,000 group volume wouldn't do that. She'd be like, no, hell no. I make more than that now. I'm not going to do that. That's not worth my time. You see the importance of the 10,000 group volume? So she's rocking past that. Okay, which leads to what we're talking about today, the group volume goals. Okay, now the other side of that is, and we're going to backtrack a little bit, the 90-day goals. When she first came to the business, I told her the importance of setting these 90-day goals. She pulled up the documents because she became a member. She accessed those documents. She downloaded those documents. During our training, I explained to her, and of course there's examples in there how to fill out that document. I'll answer any questions during her training on that document, and we'll try and fill it out while we're on the call. If she says, no, I feel like I got it, it's pretty self-explanatory, I let her go and say, okay, no problem. If you have any problems, email me, text me, whatever. I don't say, no, we must complete the training. Okay. Once again, golden nugget information here. So the bottom line is, because she's sharp, she understands, she's used to filling out documents, she gets it. It's very simple. But I tell her, the most important thing I tell her is the importance of the 90-day goal list sheet. Here's why this exists. Here's the importance of it. Please take it serious. Fill it out. Okay. I recommend 10,000 group volume, as we discussed when we first met. Have that as your goal. If you're going to go above that, stretch it to 11,000, 12,500, whatever, but don't make it too hard. Okay. Because some people are more aggressive than others. Okay. There again, it's not my job to put a limit on her, but I tell her why we use the 10,000 group volume. Well, okay. She got it. She filled out her thing. And guess what? She's rocking it. I log into my back office. I see the group volume she's creating. Miss Marie is the type of person I'm striving to find. Why? Because she's going to rock this thing. She is on the road to stardom. Now, my job is to take advantage of that, because she's a once in a lifetime find. She's what I've been dreaming about. Richard Call said I would go a whole year searching for a Jerry Campese. That's a powerful statement. So I have a Marie who's the female version of the Jerry Campese. If I don't develop, because the comp plan says I got to have 15 people doing 5,000 PV in order to get 40% of her income. If I don't develop that, I'm missing out on a Jerry Campese. I'm missing out on a Marie Cannon. I'll never get that again. Do you understand the importance of that? See, that's what the group volume will tell you, guys. We're not just talking about, create group volume. No, read into that group volume. Read into what's happening. It tells a story. It tells you not only what she's doing, but what I need to do. Okay? Why is it important? Because guess what? You have 7 or 8 people out of your people that you sponsored. You sponsored 60 people in 90 days. 18 of those, which is your first third, are going to take some kind of action. And guess what? Out of that 18 that are taking action, the 1/3 again works its magic. Miss Marie's part of that first third. She's rocking it. She's rolling it. Okay? And what do? I use her story to what? I share it with the other people to show them what's possible and what she's doing. And they'll say, well, what is she doing? Guys, all she's doing, she's just working harder. She's doing the exact same thing you're doing, which is the 5 simple steps. Okay? And they'll say, well, are you sure? And then what do? I get them on a conference call, get them on a Zoom call. And I say, Miss Marie, would you be willing to get on and do with the other leaders? These other 7 people are really rocking it too. But they got some questions. Do you mind getting on there? More times than not, she's going to say, well, sure. Okay. What she is going to say will be head and shoulders above anything I could ever say. Her endorsement of the system. When they get on there, she says, well, no, I'm just doing the 5 simple things. I'm just putting in 4 hours a day. I'm really focused. I'm using skill. And people are going to say, really? And the people may not say right there, but they may say, she's putting in 4 hours. I'm only putting in 2.5. Obviously, the only thing different between us is that she's putting in more time and she's rocking this thing. Okay. That is going to do far more good than I could ever do, because I've already set up a schedule. Out of those 7 or 8 people, some are going to say, contact me Tuesdays at noon. The other one's going to say, hey, contact me on a Thursday at 8 p.m. at night. In other words, I only got 1 or 2 follow-ups with those other 7 or 8 people during the week. And you can't beat them over the head because you'll push them away. But Miss Marie can have a much bigger impact than I could ever have. Okay? And they wanted this call. So they're receptive from the moment we get on there. They're focused on her. They're focused on what she's saying. They have questions that they have prepared, because it's going to be a Q&A as well. And I'm just the moderator. I just sit back and let it happen. Okay? What does that do? When it gets off of there and they realize that the only difference is the effort, they're going to say, by golly, I'm going to rock this thing. She's doing that. If that's what the results she's getting, and all she's doing is putting in another hour and a half, I'm going to work my tail end off to get more time to apply to this business. Okay. Or it may be the quality of prospects. Maybe they didn't take the scale of ambition seriously. Once again, her endorsing that scale of ambition and how she used it and the difference it made will have a far bigger impact than I could ever have promoting that scale of ambition. Once again, helping them to focus in on what they can do to do what? To cause an explosion, a growth volume explosion in their own groups. Right, Miss Marie?
Absolutely. And I think I just want to kind of summarize here and boil it down to what I think is the absolute basics that people need to walk away with here today. And that is the fact that 10,000 group volume is the goal to earn you X amount of income. That's going to depend on the comp plan and the company that you're with. So in order to achieve that, you're coming in, your plan is to build the business. You want to be on auto ship. You want to be on 100 PV. You are going to duplicate that throughout your organization. So as you bring business builders in, you are going to teach them the same system to do the same thing. They're going to set up on auto ship at 100 PV. And as they go out, share the music to the ears message with their prospects, bring people in, follow those 5 simple steps. They are going to do the same thing with their people. While this is building, you are monitoring your back office to see which of your leaders, those people on 100 PV auto ship each month, are having volume growth within their business because they are truly duplicating what you're doing. And that's where you're going to focus, build those leaders, help them build even more rapidly, and your overall group volume will continue to climb towards that 10,000 mark. Now, not to say that's always the end goal. That's the first place you want to get to achieve that financial goal that you're after, and then you can build from there. But meanwhile, you want to help your leaders achieve the same thing, 10,000 group volume within their organization, which continues to build your success in the business. So again, the keys are the duplication, the auto ship, the 100 PV per month, and duplicating that throughout your organization, getting all of your leaders to do the same thing and train their people to duplicate as well. Does that pretty much cover it?
You did a great job. Yes, it does. Yes. Hold on a second.
So it's all about the volume, the keys in the volume, and monitoring that back office. And we probably need to do an episode talking a little bit about the monitoring of the back office specifically.
I'll write that down right now.
We didn't want to get off on a tangent and have, do that here, but because we wanted to focus on the volume bit. But the volume is the basis of your business. That's the product that's going out. That's what's making the money for the company. That's what people are going to get excited about and consume. And that's how you build your business.
Yep, there we go. And guys, as we close, because we are right at the 45-minute mark, look, it all starts with you picking the right company. And we talk about the 5 things a company must have in order to have a chance to be something special. And part of that is the product lineup. We talked about the products. We did episodes, how one product companies can be good or bad. Okay. Doesn't mean they can't be successful, but there's a limit to what they can do. We talked about bad products. Remember, Miss Marie, we did an episode on bad products. Guys, do not join those companies. You are putting limitations on you and your downline, and you're not going to attract or keep high quality people who are used to achieving high success in their lives, because they're going to be working for pennies on the dollar. Now, why do I say that? It's not to undermine what she just said, because she summarized it beautifully. But this is all dependent on you picking the right company at the right time. So it all goes back to the basics, and that is what? Timing is everything. Picking the right company at the right time. Using those 5 things a company must have, and picking the right company at the right time. In other words, is it a phase 1 company? And if it is, what stage is it in that phase 1 process? So the reason I bring it up, because this group volume cannot be created with other companies that don't have the 5 things or have one product or have the bad products. Right, Miss Marie?
Yep, that summarizes it. We have various episodes covering all that. So if any of those topics caught your attention, you're thinking, I want to know more about that, go back through our episodes.
That's right. Go to our YouTube channel, go to our Facebook page. All those videos are there. With that being said, please share, like, and comment on our various social media platforms. If you go to our YouTube channel, please hit the bell twice. That way you'll get notified when we go live, as well as upload content, and hit the subscribe button. And then if you will, utilize hashtag TheMLM-Solution to share our platforms with our fellow network marketers all across the globe. They also need this information. It could make a huge difference in their lives. And if you like what we do, and I saw on YouTube, Miss Marie, many thumbs ups. I thank you guys for doing that. Give us a thumbs up. If you understand the points we're making, you understand the power of the points we're making, and you can see where they can be helpful. That's immediate impact, feedback for us, and we love that. Also, if you will, go to our website, the MLM Solution /survey, themlmsolution.net/survey. And if you have any questions, you have any complaints, or you see anything amiss on our website or our videos, and that's a great way to communicate with us as well. Miss Marie, tomorrow's subject is going to be, once again, Freelance Friday, guys. Tomorrow is Friday. It's hard to believe, the 30th of October. And Freelance Fridays, you know, we talk about all things network marketing, the good, the bad, and yes, even the ugly. We're the only ones that do that. We also talk about life events, and we throw some of that in there every once in a while, typically network marketing centered, but not always. And people really enjoy our Freelance Fridays. It's one of our most popular episodes. So with that being said, Miss Marie, do you have anything to say as we close?
I'm looking forward tomorrow morning, Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, right here live. Freelance Friday, always a good time.
Always a good time. All right, everybody. See you tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, God bless, take care, and be safe.
Thank you for listening to the MLM Solution Podcast. For more info, visit our website, TheMLM-solution.net. Please follow us on the following platforms: Facebook, YouTube, etc. And share this podcast with our fellow network marketers around the world by hitting the share button on our various platforms.